if I were you.
You better bring your A game. Bring your A game. You better bring your A game. You better bring your A game. Bring your A game. You better bring your A game. 'Cause I'm an all-star. You better bring your A game. Bring your A game. You better bring your A game. You better bring your A game. Bring your A game. You better bring your A game. 'Cause I'm an all-star.
It ain't my fault.
Yo, what's going on, everybody? Can y'all hear? Can you hear? Can you what? No, we good though. I think we good, man. Appreciate everybody tapping in tonight, man. We appreciate everybody that's gonna tap in tonight. We definitely gonna talk about some stuff. You feel me? We're gonna talk about some stuff, man. Real quick, man. Let's get these shout outs out the way, man. SKOL'd Mafia in the building. My SKOL'd, bro. I see you. Sodak, Mr. I Wanna Mock. Let's get it. Know what I'm saying? Let's get it. We got McAndrews in the building. I see you, man. MWO, man. What's up, man? Hey, listen, MWO, I ain't gonna lie, right? Ever since I met you in Minnesota, man, I've been thinking about that damn button up you was wearing at SKOL'd Fest, man. That shit was fire, man. I almost want one of them, man. Like, for real, man. What I gotta do for you to mail me something, man? God damn. I can't get that button up out my mind. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. I've been thinking about that shit for a minute. That shirt was cold, dog. You know what I'm saying? Shout out my guys, though, man. Shout out my guys. We got Sarah in the building. Let's go, man. Sarah, let's get it. Let's get it, man. Dave Thibodeau, appreciate you tapping in with us as well. Appreciate y'all, man. We're going to have some more people tap in, and, we'll get to them. But how you feeling tonight, Dave, man? What's the vibes? I tapped into the show. I actually watched the whole show. I stayed quiet for the most part. At the end, I had to, chime in. But, I stayed quiet for the most part and just enjoyed the ride. How you feeling?
I'm feeling pretty good. After the game, I was pretty excited about how our defense played. And I'm like,
yeah,
hey, our defense can win some games this year, probably 2 of them. So why not a third? Why not a fourth?
Yeah, for sure.
Defense playing together, and we got a team. Just want it to all gel together at one point.
Now I gotta ask you though, like, cause I seen you. I obviously, seeing the stuff you were posting on Twitter about, them beating the Browns and stuff like that. And I get it. You know what I mean? I get the fandom, but you do realize that the Browns have the best defense in the NFL, right?
Yeah, you said that. I agree.
Because only reason why I bring it up because that means something, man. Like, that's something our team. Hey, look, because I look at that like
49ers.
I know, but I'm saying that's why the Browns were able to win against a team like the 49ers because they have that defense and were able to, take the 49ers out their element on top of their players getting hurt. You know what I'm saying? I think there's something there that I think the Vikings don't have. Now, again, if we win this football game, then I'm gonna be lit, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Like, we win this game, I'm back on my high horse, y'all. I'm going to keep it real with you. Like, I'm back to sipping the purple Kool-Aid. That's a fact. But I'm just saying.
Well, one of the things, obviously, that's a different team. That's on they're playing them on the road. They're playing us on the road. That helps us, I hope, finally helps us. The fact that and I'm just specifically talking about defense. So, Cleveland, great. They shut them down. We now have a roadmap on how to shut them down. And it looks like 2 of their best players are possibly are hurt. It sucks that we have to wait till Monday and not Sunday. That gives them an extra day. But what a turnaround on our defense. And I know someone gave me a little bit of crap about, hey, we played three games in a row. Or I think our defense played well 3 games in a row. Oh, 2 of those guys are against a 111. But even you, Rap, you admitted the fact that, hey, Fields was coming in off 600 yards and 68 points and 8 touchdowns, and he looked like he didn't have a clue against us in this last game before he got hurt. So it's like we did something to affect this. I thought we had a good game plan. I think Dean Lowry not getting 20 or only getting like 20 snaps this time because he has been a bust so far. For us, I was really high on him based on what he did 2 years ago, thinking he could bring that magic back again. He hasn't, but he put Tonga out there. He put a Bullard out there. He was better. We're not going to be able to trust Davenport, and we're just got to think we won't have him the rest of the year. Shout out to Wanham stepping up. Even Jones had a play in that game. It was really weird. You see 12 snaps from Pace, 7 from Asamoah. They only got 1 tackle combined, but Pace had a nice breakup. But I think it was the best game plan we've had. I think the fact that we mixed in, and I know you don't like him, but Booth Jr., he came in, he gave up that 1 reception for 7 yards. It was a first down, but he had a pretty good tackle. There was no other bad play he made. And Evans played probably his best game. And he didn't play every snap, but I'm losing time. Let me make sure I make use of every moment.
But see, I guess this is where we think different, right? Like, okay, they did, we took a lot of good things away from the Panthers game too, like them playing the defense, this, that, and the third. But see, I think where we differ from is I look at who it was against because that matters. And yeah, Booth might have looked good going up against who's the wide receiver he was guarding. Can you name him? Probably not.
I mean,
that's the point.
Probably not going against DJ Moore.
That's what I'm saying. Like, and I think if we're thinking about us being a good team and actually going somewhere, like, can he do that against a Devontae Smith while Byron Murphy's holding down, AJ Brown? Like, because these are things that
I think you're misunderstanding me. My point is that it lit a fire under Evans, and Evans played better. You're not going to challenge these guys' jobs and make it unless you place somebody else. So I love the fact, and I was yelling about last year, is that you are now also giving guys rests, and because nobody's that much better. Like Evans is not that much better than Booth, or
Evans is not
Dean Lowry is not that much better than Tonga. Yeah. It's just like, I mean, you're keeping them fresh. Like last year, we first started out the year, we were only playing 13 dudes on defense. They're gonna get tired, especially giving up 400 yards a game. But it's keeping everybody fresh and motivated is what my point is.
It's like but my thing is this: like our defense did look good, but the defense looks good against lesser competition. So that's why.
How'd you feel about Kansas City though?
Because when we played KC, I mean, the defense, I guess it was okay, but still, yet we weren't playing with the energy that we play with against the Bears and the Panthers. Though you can definitely see the difference. You know what I mean? It's the same thing with the Eagles. Like the teams that are actually going to matter when it gets to the end of the season, if we feel like our team can make a playoff run. Now, I'm gonna put it like this. I'm not on the purple Kool-Aid right now because, I just look at the evidence of our team and I can just tell, that our team isn't good. But at the end of the day, not to say that they can't get on a run. And because if we beat San Francisco, I don't care if we beat San Francisco by 1 damn point. That'll make me excited because I know San Francisco going to be a dogfight. Even with their players hurt, I ain't trying to hit no excuses if we beat their ass. I'm going to be on.
We got our guy hurt, right?
Crazy.
We got guys hurt. So
So I'm looking forward to this game because if we do win this game, I thought KC also would have been a type of game where if you were able to find a way to win that game, and y'all remember before the KC game, the Friday Night Live I did before the KC game, I was on my purple Kool-Aid shit. I'm like, man, I want to win this game. If we win this game, this is a potential game that can catapult us and just build some morale in the locker room, man. Make your team feel like, okay, we can compete with the higher echelons of teams. And there's another opportunity on Monday night. So if we do win this game, I'll be with you. I'm on the train. Now, with that being said, do I think we're gonna win the game? No, I don't though. You know what I mean? That's the part that sucks. It's like I want to win the game, but do I think we're going to win the game? No, I don't. I think all odds are against us, man. And it sucks, man. You know what I mean? It really does. It sucks. I ain't gonna lie to you. But
just asking, when you picked the Bears to win, did you think that, or did you just
I thought the Bears actually could beat us, bro. And if you think about it, they could have. If you think about it, they could have.
Yeah, you thought, we won, right? So like
we won, but I thought the Bears definitely, as bad as they were, I knew that we were a bad football team as well going into that game. And I felt like, yeah, we could lose that game. And guess what? I feel like some people think if Justin Fields being that Justin Fields got hurt, it kept them in the game. I disagree with that. I felt like if Justin Fields wouldn't have gotten hurt, we probably were going to lose that game by one damn point. That missed field goal, that would have been the Vikings shit.
Missed extra point, too.
Yeah, that would have been the Vikings shit that happened. Justin Fields would have fucking drove down the field on that last drive and ran in for a touchdown or some odd, awkward shit would have happened, you know. But we won. And you know what? I'm glad we won, but I always ask the fan base, you know, we won, but at what cost? You know what I mean? Like, when the season's over and we end up with 4 wins or 5 wins, we'll look back at that game and say, damn, you know what I mean? Like, damn, that one fucking win right there. Or, you know, this one fluke ass win, because we're all going to be going home in December regardless. It's like, shit, that shit costed us 2 spots in the draft. But, you know, I look at, I guess it's my mind kind of works like with investing, you know what I mean? Because I like investing too. So I guess I'm kind of like a Quasi when I think about it as the content creators. Like, I look at it like, hey, if the team can't compete this year, we just can't compete this year. And you can learn that fairly quickly if your team can compete or not. And I'm not saying that it's there yet, but it's definitely leaning more that way, in my opinion, though. You know, in my opinion, I think we're leaning more to a team that's really not going to make a run for a Super Bowl, and that's the ultimate goal. So if that's the case, then shit, let's start making the correct moves to better this team for the future so that we can have enjoyable years and be actual contenders for 3-4 years in a row and actually compete for Super Bowls 3-4 years in a row. Even if it's only a short stint of competing, we got to build it and get there. And doing the same thing, trying to hold on to, well, let's keep our veterans so that we can win a couple more games this season. That's the shit that keeps us in the position that we've been in for years. It's like, we got to let go at some point, man, and move on. That's just my opinion. But, you know, with that being said, man, I'm excited for the 49ers game, though, man. Monday night, hopefully we don't get embarrassed on national damn TV.
Well, and that's what I'm obviously hoping that too. But if it's anything like the last time we played, you know, Kirk had 360 with 4 TDs, and we have fucking 4 turnovers and lose the game. I felt like we outplayed Philly. You know, hopefully we have that type of output. Obviously, we don't have Justin Jefferson, but they're going to play us a lot different. But we now seen what a team will play us like without Justin Jefferson. No, a single high safety, more guys in the box. Don't run it every damn play with Alexander Madison. Mix that shit up. He should not have more touches than the rest of the team combined. He should not have more touches than the rest of the team combined.
Yeah. So this is funny. Yeah, exactly. I agree 100%. And you know what? I think everybody knows how I felt at the beginning of the season when we talk about the running back position, but I ain't even want to go there. I'm tired of beting that horse.
Well, I can't come back and say, oh, well, gosh, you know, Dalvin Cook's looking pretty good with the Jets. No,
hey, no, but that's the thing. It's all about the system too, though. You know what I mean? Like, if he was here, you ain't gonna tell me that Dalvin Cook wouldn't be better than what the fuck we got. Like, there ain't no way in the world.
I think we got that guy in Cam Akers, though. He's a step slow, just
he's
a
not
tad
Dalvin
slower.
Cook. He's not Dalvin Cook.
He's pretty good, though. I'm not saying he's Dalvin Cook. I'm saying a step
that's
slower.
Why he got traded for a 6th round. That's why he got traded for damn near a penny, because he's not. You know what I'm saying? I'm sorry, he's not. Now, not to say he's not good.
He had 3 more in the last 4 games of the year. He had 3 more 100-yard games than Dalvin Cook had the entire year last year. So I mean, he played good end of the year. He had 4 100-yard games. One of those he had 3 touchdowns in.
What are you talking about, last year?
Yeah, I'm talking about last year.
Yeah.
Cam Akers, he finished the year with 100-yard games. Yeah. So he can show the he has a production. And when he did touch the ball, dump off pass, he just threw that guy aside and just went and got the first down. And he caught the ball, for heaven's sake. Oh my God, that would be unique. So let's
it's funny, right? I went back, and you probably seen that I shared this in our group. Shout out Mateo, man. I see you, Mateo, man. I don't want to miss nobody, man. My guy, Too Evil, man. Shout out Too Evil in the building. I see you, Mary. Appreciate you, love, tapping in. Appreciate y'all, man. Two-Tone Tony in the building, man. My boy Dylan, man. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you, Dylan. Appreciate you, Dylan, tapping in, man. I just want to make sure I got all y'all. But yeah, I shared that.
I don't think I saw it, so go ahead.
Yeah, so I shared the video of SK. This is funny, and it's on the Purple and SKOL'd Media page if y'all want to go back. It's a video from really a year and a half ago. Like, the calendar year is kind of weird with YouTube because he's actually talking about the 2021 season when we played Dallas Cowboys and we lost on Halloween to Cooper Rush, right? Cooper Rush. That was the game Cooper Rush was in and beat us. And it's funny,
we
man.
We were winning the whole game, too. We were winning the whole game.
Yeah, it's funny to hear SK rant about, and it's weird because I randomly clicked on it. Was just like something that popped up on my feed out of nowhere. And I'm like, damn, why the fuck is a video from a year? It's like something was telling me to click it. I mean, it was just there for me to click. And I clicked it, and sure enough, man, SK's on there ranting about how we were 2 for 13 on third down. We were checking the damn ball down all the fucking time and this, that, and the third. And I'm like, Justin Jefferson only had 4 targets. That's the game CJ Ham had, like 6 targets where Justin Jefferson only had like 4. He had 2 catches for 21 yards. And it was one of those games. And, I put in there, I said, damn, SK, this is weird. This is a video from 2 full seasons ago that you could actually say for today. Like, you can actually share this same video and it would damn near relate to today. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, yo, I look at stuff like that. And that's why I did that video I did last, and I asked the why, man. Like, the why. Why? And it's seeming like it doesn't matter who the coach is. And my thing is this, the common denominator, and we're not going to beat on Kirk tonight. We're not going to do this. I'm just saying the common denominator is the quarterback and him not being aggressive. Now, I know some of these plays because he checked down a lot, and I know there probably was a couple where that was the read. I get that. Like, there's obviously plays in the NFL to depend on your playmakers to get the ball short and make a play with the ball. That's football. I get that. But I think a lot of times, man, is he, for some reason, and we know that this was a big thing when we brought KOC in. Hey, are you going to let Kirk be more aggressive? You're going to let him, kind of loosen up a little more and start taking those chances, start throwing the ball. And like last year, I felt like I seen it a lot more. And we always see it when we're down by 2 touchdowns. But why the hell can't we just be aggressive all the way through the damn game, man? That's what pisses me off about this franchise. And I bring that up just to say real quick, and I'll let you go, is, this is a video from 2 years ago, that SK, and it's the same fucking issues that we have in today with this offense just being, and we consider the offense a team, but when we go up against certain competition, we just are not there, man. We just don't show up, and it's getting sickening, man. It's getting sickening, whether it's the coach, whether it's the GM, whether it's the owners, whether it's the quarterback. I don't give a damn who it is at this point, but somebody need to drop their nuts, man. That's all I'm saying, man. Somebody, man. I ain't gonna put it all on Kirk, man. Somebody, though. You feel me? Like, for real.
Yeah, I think in 2021 we were the 12th ranked offense. Last year we were the 7th.
Yeah, and it's like I can't tell though. It's like weird because I mean it's like on paper, again, like Yogi say, on paper, oh yeah, we're great. We're number 7. We're this, that, and the third. The games that matter, the highlighted games against good competition, Justin Jefferson gets 3 targets. It's like, come on, man. Like, this shit gotta stop, man. For real. But anyway, that's my little rant for tonight. That was fun. But
yeah, I mean, I was pissed off when we come out of the half and we ran the ball twice back to back. I'm pissed off when we have an incompletion on first down that we run it every time on second down. I had this thing where no matter what we did, if we threw it on first, whether it was complete or not complete, under Zimmer, we ran it 100% of the time. Maybe 95. I'll give him 95%. I would be there going, we're running it here. And like someone would, how'd you know? I says, well, every time we pass on first down, no matter what happens, we run it. With KOC is if it's an incompletion, he runs it on second down. And I'm like, stop that shit. We're in 3rd and 8, 3rd and 10, 3rd and 12 all game long. And that's just got to stop. And there are certain times I'm like, oh, play action, great. But it was play action, hit the tight end on a 5-yard out, on a rollout, or it's play action and it was guy in the flat right away. You're right. There was a couple plays. They're probably like the intentional grounding bullshit call. TJ Hawkinson was about to get open. Normally that guy's he lets that guy fucking hit him and he throws it. But he got rid of that ball. He could have had TJ Hawkinson on an out route. But then you got that bullshit play where he throws it behind him. But 2 plays later, 20-yard in, TJ Hawkinson hits him in the him in the arms.
Yeah,
I'm like, and then Addison down the sideline. So it's like, fuck, put it all together, guys. I think this is the same offense as it was last year, except with turnovers. That's what I feel like. And that was a 7th ranked offense that we expected better. And we had JJ going for 2,000. Holy shit. He was on pace, man. And then, but now we don't have him. I feel like this is the same freaking team, but with turnovers and a better defense. It just, and we're -7. We're 32nd ranked in the league. There was this guy that has this bad luck thing that he does. And 2 of the factors is we're the worst in fumbles, of giving up and taking away fumbles. And we're the worst in drop passes. And we're by far the worst team on his bad luck scale, like by 20%. And it's like, that's what our offense, but hey, I feel like we've starting to get rid of that shit in the last couple of weeks. So
see, my thing is, like, when you do what the Vikings have been doing for the amount of games they've been doing it, that is not considered bad luck. That's considered just being a bad, undisciplined football team, right? And now some fans may take longer to jump on board with that. Y'all might need to see 2 or 3 more games of that before you finally jump on and say, you know what, our team is just undisciplined, no leaders, and they're just not a good football team this year, and accept that. But me, I just kind of feel that way early on this season with all of that, because there's no other team doing it at that level we're doing that shit, man. And some people can call it bad luck. Just like last year, I was on the opposite side of the spectrum where people were saying, remember, I know you probably remember, where people were like, oh, the Vikings are winning by luck. And I'm like, man, go kiss my ass. Like, we winning because we the best team in the NFL. I was on that high horse, you feel me? And, I was telling the crew this when me and Day went live, I had Vikings fans last year telling me to calm down. You're too excited. We're frauds, and we just won 6 games in a row. And I'm like, bro, we just won 6 football games in a row. I don't give a damn if they were by 1 point, 3 points, a half a point, motherfucker. You ain't gonna tell me to calm down after we just won 6 in a row.
But this year, our 2 wins are trash, right? Or this year,
so this year, I mean, and you do gotta admit though, and I know you're excited about the win. That's for me and you see different this season, and I know you're excited about the win, but you got to think we beat a team.
I'm excited about the defense. I'm excited that
I got you, but it's easy to your defense to shine when you're playing, first of all, a rookie quarterback of the Carolina Panthers that's 0-6, right? They can't find a way to win regardless, and you beat a Bears team that's 1-something. Now, yes, like we talked about, Justin Fields.
I'm more excited. I wasn't all that excited about the Panthers, but I'm talking about this defense, the way it played this last game.
Yeah,
based on what they looked offensively the last 2 weeks.
But again, though, Dave, I get you to be excited. There is some things to be excited about. I get that, but it's the Bears, man, and we have to. You have to consider that, man. You have to consider that when you making judgment about this football team, bro. Like, if we would have played a defense like that,
you can't ignore it. You can't ignore it.
You can't ignore it.
What have I been saying about? I want an average line. I want an average defense. I finally get that, and then effing turnovers. So I'm like, I finally got this defense is playing better than I expected. Right? It's the 15th. I thought we'd be like 25th in yards, and maybe we'd be higher in points. But we're 15th in yards right now. I'm like, holy shit! And finally started causing turnovers and stuff. So
I agree.
That's what I was saying about that.
Like, don't get me twisted. I know
you're not
the defense. I do. I am. I mean, even with the losses, we obviously see a step forward.
And that's 6 games, we're not just talking about the 2 Carolina. I mean, that's
what I'm
a
saying.
defense over
Like
6 games.
even with the losses, you know, we definitely see an upgrade in our defense. Like that is an obvious thing about this football team, you know. But the offense, though, man. I mean, the offense is, and these are you know, at the end of the day, going into the past 3 seasons, that's where we're putting our money. Like we're putting our money. That's how we make our hay. Supposedly, as a Minnesota Vikings fans, what are we excited about? Well, we're excited about our quarterback that can throw 4,000 yards. We got Justin Jefferson that's going to break records. We had, you know, Dalvin Cook. Now we have, you know, Cam Akers, Alexander Madison, TJ Hawkinson. We drafted a first round wide receiver in Jordan Addison. And bro, these motherfuckers can't convert a third down to save their life. And I'm gonna tell you right now, when it comes to football, not just at the NFL level, this is at any level. If you can't convert on third down, you're not winning many football games. And it's showing right now. You know, it's showing. Like our record, we are what most of us know and think we are. Like for real. Like we are a mediocre, damn near below average football team. I say that I mean, it's hard. My heart hurts when I say we're a bad football team, but again, I try to speak it real, man, and I just
mean,
gotta go off what
it's
I
a
see.
fair point to call a team that has played.
It's
just-
like we have a good team as far as like the
yeah,
players.
I think
You
we
know,
both
we have the
agree we have
talent.
the talent.
Right.
It's just like, hey, fucking penalty on 3rd and 2.
Right.
That was a bullshit penalty they called on us for intentional grounding. But you're putting us 2nd and 20, right? And you're
Right.
putting us 3rd and 12 instead of the first down we just got because TJ held his guy. There was someone that said Madison should have been able to cut it in. I don't think so. Don't show me still photos and tell me someone fucked up. Show me the play, right? So I'm like,
Right.
but hey, shout Madison at the end. He ended the game for us. So a shout out to that. But you should not be getting as many carries. But a quick thing about last year, right? I get people all the time coming in my car. I'm decked out in Vikings because I want to talk to other sports fans, and they start talking to me. My floor mats. I got a license plate holder, #1 Viking dad, shit like that. So people talk to me about my team, and I'm like, you know, hey, we won 13-4 last year. And what makes it more amazing, we had the 31st ranked defense. So we had to have done something fucking good on offense last year to even be able to get 10 wins with that type of defense, right? Or 9 wins, or even potentially make the playoffs. So something we did right last year offensively. It's just, you know, but this year we finally got the defense. I think we have time, and we showed it that we're not turning the ball over now. I mean, the guy, freaking Cleveland just lets his guy in, and Kirk's arm gets hit. We got an interception. It wasn't called an interception. It was called a fumble eventually, but hey, that shit's got to stop happening. I saw Ed Ingram let his guy go twice, just straight through. So a little shout out. Dalton Reisner got in there, and he freaking looked great. I looked at every play. I even posted it on, shared it on Twitter. Looked fucking awesome.
He did look decent. You know, again, I want to see him do it against some better competition before I go all the way judging. You know what I mean? I want to see him do it against some competition, but he does definitely look. He definitely.
It's on film. He's not a rookie, right? He's got 4 years.
He's not a rookie. He's not a rookie. He definitely.
He's got probably one of the longest highlight tapes of blocking I've seen on Twitter.
Yeah, he's
put on YouTube.
Hey, look, and SKOL'd Mafia, man. You know, I said this a couple 2 weeks ago, and I said this is another thing that this is what makes a huge difference, right? Let's go look at how many touchdowns Thielen had, and then let's go look at how many touchdowns Cook had together. Who's making up for that? We don't have that person, them people no more. And not only that, you know, this is the thing. Like, this is a prime example of people think the next man up works. That shit don't work in the NFL, man. You got people that are productive, and you got people that aren't. You feel me? That's just how it goes. And I'm going to tell you right now, we can look at Dalvin over there with the Jets and say, oh, he ain't doing good over there. It don't matter. That ain't the Vikings. If he was on the Vikings, it would have been way better. But I'm just saying, though, besides their production as scoring touchdowns, because you need to score points to win in the NFL. So when you get rid of the points and expect somebody else to step up and be able to do that, You know, you sometimes you fail. And guess what? The Vikings are realizing they made a mistake, goddamn it. And I'm gonna tell you right now, the leadership is what's the most important thing, the veteran leadership. And I think that goes back to Dave's point on how we were winning those games last season. Well, when you got Patrick Peterson and stuff like that, those guys had something, they had that it about them that could motivate a team to push through, man, push to the end, you know, fight to the end. This team doesn't have that no more. I'm telling you right now. Bruh, if this team was to go down by 14 points, I don't even think if this team was to go down by 33, bro, we would have fucking got blown out by the Colts probably 70 to damn 3. You know what I'm saying? Like we just don't have those guys, I feel like, on this team that you know, Thielen and Patrick Peterson, even though he's not really considered a Viking like that, all because he was temporary, but still, you know what I mean? And Cook, man, those guys were man, that was detrimental, man. I'm telling you. And I know money played a part and all that good stuff, but you know what? Hey, we had to pay the cost, though. We're paying the cost. You know what I'm saying? Regardless of how you feel as a fan, you might not like this person or that person, but I'm gonna tell you right now, it definitely means something. It means something. Because Thielen has a nose for the end zone. Trust me, he's scoring touchdowns in Carolina with a rookie quarterback still. You know what I mean? Still. He's still over there catching touchdowns. So
It's also their number one option.
Hey, he's the number one option. Imagine him as a number 2 or number 3 option here. See, my ideal
I
thing would have
agree.
been
I mean, I'm not
having
going to disagree with you.
Imagine if you had Thielen, Jefferson, and Addison. Man, come on, man.
Thielen doesn't get that
the
ball
red
ripped.
zone threat.
Thielen doesn't get that ball ripped out of his hands against the Bucks. He doesn't drop, 3 passes in one game. He doesn't do that. So yeah.
And I know Vikings fans get mad at R.A. Peasy when I want Dalvin back. But if I had to pick one, man, just give me Thielen back there, man. Can we agree to that?
You and me both.
You know what I'm saying?
I want him
I'll
for
take
$8 million.
Thielen then.
I vocalized $8 million, and it'd probably been my deal for him, and he signed for $8 million.
Yeah.
But I was excited to see Ty Chandler play, and he's shown he can play. And Cam Akers, we know he can play.
Yeah.
And we got 3.9 yards per carry from our number 1 running back right now. And then we get 5.5 from the other 2 dudes.
Yeah.
So
my thing is this when it comes to the running back game, like I'm not surprised anyways. Like, listen, y'all know RAP been on I'm not surprised about the running back and we struggling. And because when the offseason was in and we started bringing in this guy and that guy, like that was a problem that the Vikings never had. You feel me? One thing for sure during the offseason, when we had Cook and we had Madison, there was no running backs coming in. I don't give a damn. We good. You know what I'm saying? We good. Ain't nobody gonna be better than what we got. This year, you saw the difference. We started bringing in motherfuckers from Richmond University, all type of, you know what I mean? All type of stuff. We couldn't figure it out. You know what I mean? So obviously the team was seeing something in training camp and something. It's almost like they knew that it wasn't going to be as productive after the move was made. And they started trying to bring in people to see who the hell can we bring in that can add some dynamic to this damn running game.
And my thought is they must be blind as fuck because Ty Chandler should have been getting
and again, I like Ty Chandler. I'm with you. I think Ty Chandler.
I'm like, we are blind as F that we don't put Addison ahead of KJ Osborne. We don't give Ty Chandler. I was iffy on Cam Akers because I'm like, we got Ty Chandler. Let's let him play. And then we get Cam Akers, and I realize he is a real football player. He can break tackles, he can catch the ball, he's fast, and he's shiftier than Madison. Madison's still a good running back. It's just, we got something we got the whole package, I think, here in two other running backs. I think they can do it all. I think Cam Akers can block. Madison's had some iffy games early, but he's doing better.
Right.
On that category, but the drops are killing me. Yeah. The fumbles early on were killing me. But Cam Akers and Ty Chandler don't have those drops.
Yeah.
And they have successful plays on screens and runs. I'm like, come on, give these guys some more carries. Facts. There should not be 25 touches going to one dude.
Shout out to Lemmy, man. He said, Rap, if I'm not mistaken, I believe me and you both said the offense is going to, I think you put D, but I think you put die. You were about to put like going to die or be different or in a bad way once we got rid of Cook. Because I know Lemmy's a big Cook fan too, man. Me and him were big on, why the hell we getting rid of Cook. Obviously, y'all see his picture there with Dalvin on it. So, hey, look, man. I knew it. You know what I mean? It was obvious, but it's all good though, man. I know sometimes you gotta move off. You feel me? I get that, but I don't think it was the right time this year. You know what I mean? Shout out Frozen in the building, man. Shout out Frozen.
I think we tried to resign him. I think we did, and I think we offered him 8 million. He didn't take it. He thought he could get more. He
Yeah.
didn't get more. He
Could've
ended
been
up
the case.
getting the 8 for 1 year, but yeah, I think he was willing to take. He wasn't willing to take less money with us, and I think we offered him 8. If I think that was the report, but he didn't take it. He moved on, so it was a mutual thing, honestly.
Yeah.
But yeah,
But part of
you
me,
don't pay him 16 though, really.
I know. I mean, yeah, like 16 million. Obviously, I think it was around 14, right? That it was supposed to
14,
be.
something, probably.
Yeah, like
I might be
obviously,
wrong.
you know, that's a little high there. But
No, freaking Thielen was like 18.
yeah, like that's a little high there. I get it. But then I look at what so at the time, right? So when if you were able to look at things in the future, it would be so much better because at the time it's like, okay, yeah, they're asking for too much money. But then we turn around and we pay a Davenport 14 million. And I'm like, okay, boom. We paid a
I
Davenport.
think that
Well,
should have went to a fucking
well,
lineman.
well, I look at it like this. There's
offensive
Dalvin
lineman.
Cook. I look at it like, no, I look at it even like this. There's Dalvin Cook right there. Okay. You got DJ Wanham. DJ Wanham, he could have been, I mean, motherfuckers gonna stop playing with DJ Wanham, man. I'm gonna just say this tonight, man. I'm gonna say this, man, and we're gonna just ride like this, man. Y'all gonna stop sleeping on DJ, man. I'm telling you, man, DJ is like that, man. Like, go DJ. Like, people would say that he's
Is this a new thing?
guy.
I don't know. I can't remember.
Bro, I'm
Like,
rocking with
you've been on
DJ,
him?
man. I've always liked DJ, man. I never would like really riding for him heavy, like I'm about to start. You know what I mean?
It
Like,
wasn't
it
wasn't Wanham gang.
It ain't Wanham gang until now, man. But I'm gonna tell you right now, one thing I like about Wanham, and one thing as Vikings fans, why we should love Wanham is because Wanham, bro, like this man works hard every year, and every time he has to step in for us because one of our guys go down, whether it's Hunter, whether it's Sedarius Smith, and guess what? Every time Wanham steps in, dog, this man does his part. You don't never hear about him messing up, and people will say, well, his sacks are cleanup sacks. Bro, that's just based on him always being in the right position. He's always in the right position.
Not overrunning
man.
the play.
He don't overrun plays. He knows how to contain the edge like this. DJ Wanham is a fundamentally sound, good football player, bro. You got to start paying more attention to 98. I'm telling y'all, like, he's a beast, bro. Like, I mean, is he going to be a Pro Bowler, Hall of Famer? No, but he's somebody that can definitely start if you have a person like Daniil Hunter on the other edge. DJ Wanham is a very good complementary piece to put right there because you're not going to have two Hunters. You know, somebody got to be lesser of the two.
Might have
and
no
DJ
Hunters.
Wanham's great. Yeah. So, you know what I mean? Shout out
no
DJ,
Hunters.
man.
So you think we extend him?
I say extend DJ, man. Like DJ, man, listen, again, and hopefully as Vikings fans and tonight, y'all, for the ones who don't really pay him attention like that, because there's players that I don't pay attention on the team as much as I should. You know, I try to watch everybody and try to evaluate them. But for the ones who don't, man, just, you know, watch Wanham a little harder next game. You know what I mean? Just pay attention to him, man. I'm telling you. The boy's a dog, man, and he's a quiet dog, but he a dog. I'm telling you, that boy's a dog. And you know what? Like, again, hey, Davenport's down. I don't give a damn. Because another thing about Wanham, too, he don't get hurt. I mean, he going to be there on Sunday, man. So shout out to Wanham, man. Let's give him a Ric Flair for that.
Give me 2 claps and a Ric Flair.
And this is me all the time. A guy goes down, I'm like, I want to see what the other guy can do now. And Wanham, this is his opportunity. Yeah. This is the best opportunity he's gonna have.
Yeah. That young Prince say DJ can't win one-on-one to save his life. Mateo say Wanham only does good against Chicago. Rap. Go look at him against. Okay. Hey, look, I gotta watch him a little more. Like, don't get me wrong, I watch him, but I you know what I'm saying, I gotta roll the tape a little more. I will agree to that, y'all. So if I need to go watch the tape some more, I will. You feel me? But one thing I do notice about DJ is, remember 2020 when goddamn Daniil Hunter went down for the rest of the season and DJ had to step in? Like, DJ actually had very good production that year. You know what I'm saying? And he was expected, they did a whole
I think he
fucking
got
interview
6
with him.
sacks, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, they did a whole interview with him. If y'all don't remember, on a Sunday when we played a Sunday night game, like, at the beginning of the game where they talked to a player, like sit down like 60 minutes. Like, remember, DJ Wanham was on that episode. I'm telling you. And there's a reason why, because they noticed his production and how he stepped in for Daniil Hunter and actually brought some value to the team. He was the only one holding it down on the defensive line. Remember him sacking Aaron Rodgers and all that shit? Like, strip sack Aaron Rodgers and go roll the tape too. Now, don't act like, there's definitely, what I can say is there's definitely worse. You feel me? Like DJ Wanham, we can be grateful to have a guy like that on our depth chart, pretty much. You know what I'm saying? And he gets better every year, in my opinion. But I'll go watch the tape some more. I'll go watch the tape some more, y'all, man. I don't mind watching the tape, man. Now, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong, man. Y'all let me know. That's why I depend on the fans, man. I depend on people like Cringe and Mateo, man. Y'all put us on point, man. I'll go roll the tape. You feel me? I'll go roll the tape some more. But right now, man, it's Wanham game tonight, man. Quit playing my boy Top, man.
I was gonna make a point earlier, like, you talked about how bad we were on third down, but we're fucking great on fourth down. It's like, holy shit. We are freaking good on fourth down. That's amazing.
Yeah, man. They are
definitely shorter downs though.
They are shorter downs, 4th and 1, 4th and 2, 4th and inches.
We've had a few longer ones that we lucked at. We got 4th and 6.
Listen, this team going into Monday night, we need to be sure that we can convert on third down, man. You know what I'm saying? That's what needs to happen. And like you said, you had a point with Kevin O'Connell running the damn ball every time on 2nd and 10, you running the ball. Now it's 3rd and 8. Like, listen, if you
3rd and 12.
Yeah, like if you're a coach and you realize that the trend is you're only getting 2 yards a carry for 2 quarters of the game, like obviously, like that's going to be your average. All right. You're not going to boost that average up much more. Like, yes, you might have a breakout run for 20 yards or something that might up that average a little bit towards the end of the game. But at the end of the day, go with the trends, man. Like you see, you're getting 2 yards. So you know that if you run the ball on 2nd and 10, your chances of a 3rd long down are very high. You know that you're going to have a 3rd and 8, a 3rd and 9, a 3rd and 7, things that are harder to convert. So why do it? You know what I mean? Why keep doing it? It makes no sense, man. It's stupid.
And the fact that you're so predictable on that, what an opportunity to run play action. Like you fucking run it every time on 2nd down and 10. It's 2nd and 10, you're fucking running it. What an opportunity to throw people off and run the play action. It's like, yeah. I could talk all day on predictability, and we're not as predictable, I think, as Zimmer is, but our Zimmer-led team is. But holy shit, we're still super conservative.
Yeah. So, Dylan said 2020 is where the whole only cleanup sacks narrative started. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, I had the same narrative.
I know. I've heard you, and I've heard
called him the janitor.
Yeah, I've heard Day and Tanishka say it and all that too. But, I look at that too as why everybody else ain't getting cleanup sacks then. You know what I'm saying? So why everybody else ain't, if it's just cleanup sacks? People called Shaq a cleanup guy. You know what I'm saying? Shaq ended up being in the damn Hall of Fame for the NBA. You feel me? Like, hey, sometimes you need a janitor, goddammit. Somebody got to clean up.
Shaq, people got to reevaluate Shaq.
Somebody got to clean up, goddammit. You know what I mean? Why not?
He had moves. He wasn't just this lumbering oaf out there. This guy, they showed him one-on-one against like Jordan or something, or no, it was Kobe, like in the post or something like that, practicing. And he just shook him. He was all around. He just wasn't shooting threes. That wasn't his game.
But how we feel about Monday night, honestly, so let me ask you this, Dave, because I know you're more optimistic than I am about this football team at the moment. So, about Monday. First of all, are we comfortable Monday night? Is the Kirk on primetime narrative over with? Let me hear what y'all got to say in the chat, man. Does that even matter anymore, or did he already, debunk that myth, I guess? You know what I mean? Because I know there was a point in time where it looked like he was starting to kind of.
I think he won 2 of his last 3 on Monday night. He lost his last one, but if it's a primetime narrative, he doesn't have that bad. If you go look, his, as far as production goes, his offense has been up there on Monday night. Rams winning in 2008 or 18. The freaking Thursday night. this year. He killed it, offensively. He's had great games, but our defense have also given up fucking 30 points. So hopefully that's not the case. Defense keeps it close, gives us an opportunity. No, you may say I'm optimistic, but no, I've got the same concerns as everybody else. I'm just not going to use words like trash and garbage and we're fucking done. Or the worst take I ever heard this morning was, I hope we basically saying if we win, I don't want that to be a false sense of like that we're a good team to keep us from trading our players. I'm like, holy shit, we're 3-4 now, and we just beat the best team in the league. I'm like, no, that means we're back and we're beat the best team in the league. It means we got it. Now we can, now my 10-7, ceiling might be 11-6 if we're beating the best team in the league. If we put all that shit together, because we will get Justin Jefferson back. But hey, I'm taking this one game at a time. And if it's San Francisco, it's not a must. Like, I didn't consider KC in this game a must-win game. Every other game I did, like the Chargers, I said that was to be the division. That was to give us a chance at the division title. We lost that one, so I threw the division title out of the way. We won the next one. Then I was like, KC, hey, that gives me a hope that we're definitely making the playoffs. We beat KC. Right. We didn't do that. Now it's like, okay, must win a game against the Bears. We beat that one. Now it's San Francisco. We do this, we're making the playoffs. If we don't, then I'm like, okay, 3-5 against the Pack, and we have a shot. Not a good one, but a shot. So,
yeah. Kirk about to get folded like a lawn chair against the good team on Monday night. Yeah,
let's hope, Mateo. Let's hope.
I mean, I'm gonna put it like this: their defensive line definitely is going to challenge our offensive line.
Eagles had a good D line.
Yeah, they did, and they challenged them for the most part. You know what I mean? But hey, we found a way. We also ain't gonna have. We got to remember we won't have Justin Jefferson in this game too. So we're gonna have to depend on these guys, a rookie wide receiver to try to fill that void, and KJ Osborne to try to fill that void. You know what I mean? So I don't know, man. Look, I put it like this. With what you were saying about the false hope thing. I mean, I guess you could agree with the guy who said that, or you can say you sound crazy. Me, I'll be in the middle because depends. Like, if we win as a fan of the Vikings, I'm gonna be happy, right? That we beat the San Francisco 49ers. And yes, that's gonna
this
give
guy would have been
much,
disappointed.
Yeah, that's gonna give pretty much the whole fan base. And I know that guy can say what he wants, but at the end of the day, if we win, he's probably gonna be the first motherfucker on Twitter talking about SKOL'd Vikings. You know what I'm saying? That's how the boys be.
No, he's a tanker.
Like, if we beat the 49ers, if we beat the 49ers, I'm gonna be lit. I'm gonna keep it real. I'm gonna be lit if we beat the 49ers. But I also can see where he would be coming from about the false sense of hope too. If it's because at the end of the day, man, it's about, I'm big on what the team showed me in 6 weeks, and what the team has showed me was that we're not competing for no Super Bowl. So if we ain't competing for no Super Bowl, then to me, it's a wash for me. I'm looking more into what do we have to do to compete for a Super Bowl, and we can't do it with the personnel we got right now. So obviously we got to wait till the next time and try to make some upgrades in certain areas, make some moves. And if you can trade off a Danielle Hunter, shit, Harrison Smith, I don't give a damn. Hey, I know we love these guys. That's okay. You can love them. But guess what? If you can get a first-round pick for Danielle Hunter, man, you trade his ass. I don't give a damn.
Let me quantify that for you. If we beat 49ers, we get an offer for, we beat the 49ers, we're 3-4. You get an offer, first-round pick for Danielle Hunter. You're saying do it.
Absolutely. Why not? I would do it. To get a first-round pick, like, you already got a first-round pick and you get another one? Oh, yeah, absolutely. It got to be this year's first round, like 2024 first round, not a 2026 or no bullshit. No. We need a 2024 first round. Absolutely, you do that. Absolutely, you do that. No, I'm saying I would do that. Only because...
Now, do you think Kwesi would do that? after
think he
beating
would.
San Francisco.
I think he would. Yep. I think he would because Kwesi's big on, Kwesi love his damn draft pick. You know that motherfucker. He already thinking about he's probably already thinking about next year and what he's gonna do. To be honest.
Now I didn't watch your video, but I saw your title about whether or not the Wilfs have too much power.
Right. Yeah.
And you're thinking Kwesi would do that.
He would want to do it. Now that's
Okay.
that also comes back to, will the Wilfs allow him to do it? Now that's a whole nother story.
You did what? We just beat San Francisco?
Yeah, that's a whole nother story.
Yeah.
You feel me? But again, we can get on that. I'm a firm believer in quit puppet mastering this guy. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you hire somebody, let them do their damn job. My thing with the Vikings, and I think there's an issue that's been going on since the Wilfs bought this team, is let the football people do the football shit, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all know how to make the money and goddamn run the business, and y'all have the money to own this team, but let the football people do the football operations. Quit trying to be hands-on every damn thing. Y'all don't know a lick about football. Y'all motherfuckers ain't never tied a cleat in a day in y'all life. Like, stop trying to make football decisions, man. You are there to make money business decisions. How you gonna get people in the stands? How much you gonna sell the hot dogs and the soda pops for at the stadium? When it come down to which player you gonna bring on this team, y'all shouldn't have no damn say so, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? That's just how I feel about it. So, and that might be an issue that the Vikings are facing, and that's why we're stuck in mediocrity. You feel me?
Honestly, I feel like the Wilfs don't interfere all that much.
I don't know, man. I've been hearing a lot of chatter that they do. Obviously, none of us actually know the true story. I mean, there is things that
I
happen
hear
that
people
makes you feel
saying
like
that.
they do.
I hear people saying that, but I don't hear it coming from people that know.
Well, this is the
Like,
thing. You can look into.
I feel like I hear speculation, but
Yeah.
I don't hear actual shit from people that go,
But
sources told me,
yeah, well, sometimes you can just use the sources that we have available to us at our disposal. And what is that? Well, that's like going and watching an interview with Mark Wilf when all of this went down, and he does an interview saying, yeah, we're going to bring people in that, are willing to collaborate and willing. Those are giving me signs like, okay, that he's pretty much telling everybody, we want to make sure who we bring in is willing to listen to what we got to say, listen to what my brother has to say, or his son or his dad, whatever it is. What are they, brothers or they son?
Brothers,
son?
they're brothers.
Yeah. Listen to what my brother got to say.
He's the younger brother.
So those, I read in between the lines with everything. So when I see stuff, when I hear stuff like that right there already, ding, ding, ding. Okay. They want to make sure they bring in somebody who's a nice guy, who's going to listen to what they got to say, listen to their input, and that's probably why Harbaugh didn't get the job, because Harbaugh probably went in there and said, look, dog, I've been in this business for this long. I'm a football type guy. I ain't got, hey, listen, y'all can handle all the money type shit. Let me bring in the football players that I want to bring in. And they probably said, we kind of don't like that idea. We kind of want to be involved. You know what I mean? And that's why the whole big collaboration word was the fucking word of the year last year. Everybody want their hands in the damn pot. Everybody want to be in the kitchen. And that might be the issue, to be honest with you.
I mean, with the Harbaugh thing, my takeaway from what was being said was that Harbaugh came in acting like he was expecting to just get the job. Like, he came in like unprepared on that situation. And I think they preferred a guy that they knew would be around a long time. But yeah, it could have been anything. But yeah, I would have been excited about Harbaugh because I thought it'd be a quick turnaround. But we ended up winning 13 games, so I fucking got excited anyways, right? So it's like, yeah,
and I'm still big on. I'm not going to eat my words yet about the Vikings did make the right choice of bringing in Kevin O'Connell, but that's my thing too. That lets me know that the Wilfs have another more control too. Is they already hired there was somebody already hired before Kwesi was even hired to GM, right? Who Tony told me, man, because we were talking about somebody. Was it oh man, was it? It was somebody. There was a coach pretty much already hired before Kwesi even got hired. So Kwesi didn't even come in and pretty much fill the whole staff. He already had somebody on the staff that the Wilfs felt like needed to be on the staff. You know what I'm saying?
Receivers coach.
No, he was already on the staff. I'm
I
talking
know, that's what
about.
I'm saying.
I'm saying they
Oh,
brought
you're
in a
saying
new
they hired
face.
somebody?
Yeah, they brought in somebody new from what I heard. Tony got to remind me, or if somebody in the chat know, man, drop it in the chat. But they brought in, like, the Wills brought in somebody already before Kwesi was even hired as the GM. So that right there lets me,
To
that's
coach?
another flag. I
don't
think it
know.
was a
I don't
coach or
remember that
somebody.
one.
It was somebody. Tony told me about, because I was arguing with him about it, and he's like, because I was thinking the same way as you did. I'm like, I was big just a couple weeks ago on, man, the Wills ain't got that much control, man. And they're like, Rap, listen, so and so was already got hired before Kwesi even got hired. So that lets you know right there, they're making decisions. They're making football operation decisions. And I'm like, damn, that shit made me sit back like, damn, for real? Like, and then I started to think about it, and I'm like, damn. Then I think
I
about
think,
that
yeah, they're
interview.
talking about some guy from Indy that ruined Andrew Luck's career. Was that a But that was that
okay.
a front office guy?
Might have been like a front office guy or something. Maybe, yeah. Yeah. I think so I know what he is. Yeah. Are you talking Andrew Miller? Okay, so that might be so they brought him in. Regardless, it's a new face. You know, like where Kwesi, and he's the assistant to Kwesi. So he's pretty much Kwesi's assistant. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. Something like that. It must be somebody, man. I think this
We are borderline tinfoil hat on that, but yeah.
Yeah.
I could see where you're coming from on it.
Yeah, but and like I said again, it could be all speculation too. I'm not leaning all the way one way or not, but I do kind of see some red flags of, just Mark Wilf doing his, now that I went back and watched that interview of him and him using certain words like collaboration, and we want to make sure everybody's making decisions together when it comes to the team building and all this stuff. And I'm like, okay, he's pretty much letting us know in a subliminal way that, hey, me and my brother Mark, me and Ziggy Wilf, we want to make sure that we kind of like this football thing too. We want to pick out some players.
He's not football. He's a chief operating officer.
That's the thing. The Wills think they fucking football people, and they not. You know what I'm saying? And that's the issue, is they not. You know what I'm saying? They might own a football team, but goddamn it, y'all ain't
Andrew
no
Miller
people,
was part of the process of hiring Kwesi. I just read it. He's this is the Vikings.
Is that the guy?
Andrew Miller, Chief Operating Officer of Vikings. Vikings in 2020 after being named position on August 2019. No, and that's 2019.
I don't know if it was Donatel, Sarah. I think Donatel was there. They brought in Donatel. Oh, Donatel was hired before KOC. Yeah, that too. That's another sign, is you don't let your head coach. I think so. I think Donatel was hired before. Let's check that. Go check that. Go fact check that.
I don't think that's true. I think Donatel got hired after.
Okay. Yeah,
there's no way. There's no way he got hired before.
Hey, the way this team operating, I ain't gonna say there's no way.
They didn't fire him.
I ain't gonna say there's no way.
Him.
Shit, I ain't gonna say there's no way. Shit, that shit would not surprise me if that shit was true, to be honest, because I'm telling you, it's all about collaboration, bro. It's all about collaboration. All right, KOC picked them. Okay, so all right, Donatel was, all right, bet. Yeah, like, I don't know. I didn't know that for a fact, but you know what? I would.
KOC definitely hired Ed Donatel.
All right.
Should have fired him.
Should have fired his ass for real. Should have fired him like week goddamn. I think it is that Ryan.
At worst, the bye week. At worst, the bye week.
Yeah, the bye week, he should have been gone, man. You know what I'm saying? He should have been gone. But I mean, look, at the end of the day, man, this team has some kind of deep issue that we need to fix. And you know what? We gotta figure this shit out, man. We need to figure this shit out fast, because we about to go into a dogfight, man, with the 49ers. And I'm gonna tell you right now, we can look at their injuries and stuff like that, but I'm gonna tell you right now, man, they're a good football team, a very sound, disciplined football team. And yeah, they lost to so I asked this on Twitter. This is the bigger question to ask. This is the more realistic question to ask us Vikings fans. Shout out Fart Brain, man. I see you. My bad, bro. I seen you earlier, man. Appreciate you tapping in.
Every article I'm looking at is Ed Donatel was added to O'Connell's staff.
Yeah. Okay.
Kevin O'Connell, who's hired Minnesota officially announced Wednesday. So O'Connell announced the hiring.
Got you.
And that he was added to his staff. So yeah.
Boy, that's a damn kink in O'Connell armor right there, boy. Bringing in that.
Oh yeah, I mean, I've said that before like a dozen times. I'm like, And then I say about not putting the best player out there like Ed
Yeah.
Ingram, and not putting, giving more snaps to the other running backs constantly. That's my biggest downfall is not, and I think that sends a message too, is like, just because you got seniority, you get to play more. No, man, put the best guys on the field always, 100%.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure, man.
My head
Shout
coach in high school benched a senior and put a sophomore in at quarterback. We played a hell of a lot better.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. Scope, obviously, Tony has no clue what goes on to that. But hey, that's a fact. That's a fact too, man. Shout out my guy Tony. But yeah, that motherfucker do be acting like he in the building, innit? That's my boy though, man. Shout out Tony, man. Them boy do be acting like they in the building though, innit? Like you might live around the building, goddammit, but you ain't in the building, Tony. Calm that shit down now. With your reckless speculation.
I'm like, what? That's when I started. That was when I started my podcasting before YouTube. I was all over the coaching choices. I had hour-long podcasts.
Mateo said that it's already been talked about that Debo and CMC will be playing. And shout out to Frozen North, man. If y'all don't know the guy, he said just go look it up on YouTube or something about this guy. It's crazy because somebody else brought up this Ryan Grigson dude a couple shows ago. I mean, we do so many shows now, which is a good thing. I love it. I love having y'all here and I love doing these shows with y'all. And I remember we were talking about him a couple of nights ago, I think, or last week or something. Somebody brought him up. So, you know what I mean?
Dude,
like,
I remember that dude. Yeah.
Yeah. We go look his ass up and see what he got going on.
Yeah, I remember him.
I think I heard something about him ruining. He's the one who ruined Andrew Luck's career, right? Yeah, he ruined Andrew Luck's career and all that shit. Like, yeah, he definitely got some bad nanny on his damn name. I know that. Got some bad nanny on his name. Let's see. I actually want, so Mateo said that they're gonna be playing. I didn't see any reports yet, but hey, we trust y'all, chat. You know what I'm saying? We trust y'all. Y'all drop some info down in the chat. We we gonna trust you now. Tell the truth. Don't be with the capery now. Don't start that. Don't do that.
Stop the cap.
He was hired February of 2022.
No bullshit, bro.
All right, so he was hired February 2022, exactly.
Which
would
have had to be after O'Connell, because when was the Super Bowl?
The Super Bowl's in February, so no, it was definitely February. What date? No, I think he got hired before. I think he got hired before O'Connell. Then must be. He got hired before.
Well,
O'Connell.
I mean,
but I think Kwesi could have had. I guess
it doesn't give me the date. But he got promoted to senior vice president of player personnel following the 2022 NFL draft.
Yeah. And Skull Mafia got a point too, because I was going to bring that up. All right. Going back to the 49ers so we could talk about this. The 49ers, yep, they lost to the Browns, but again, they lost. It was bad weather, which, I mean, it was an even playing field for both teams, you know what I'm saying? But they missed a field goal that would have won them the game. And I was surprised that he missed that field goal, man. You know what I'm saying? That field goal, like that dude, their kicker usually been on the money this year, but hey, it happens. Shit happens. You know what I mean? But
just an FYI, he was with Cleveland. He was Kwesi's mentor's right-hand man.
Okay.
So
and that's why. That's the tie.
He's Kwesi's, he worked for Kwesi's. He was the right-hand man for Kwesi's mentor in Cleveland.
Okay. So, I see. We learning some shit tonight, man. We learning some shit.
Oh man, this whole thing about other, but no, that's why he's on the team.
We learning some shit tonight. I still believe, like, I ain't gonna lie.
His initial draft class was Andrew Luck.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So my thing is this: I'm still on the border on if the Wilfs have their hands too much involved in the football operations. I'm still kind of convinced that they do. You feel me? I'm still kind of convinced that they do. Again, all of us are making speculations. We don't know. They got so much money, you'll never know, because they can always they can do things from a distance. You know what I mean? They can be in Greece some motherfucking where and make moves.
They inherited a 2-14 roster, took them to 11-5 the next year.
Okay.
Drafted Andrew Luck and T.Y. Hilton. His first draft class. So
yeah, that's what they were throwing the kinks in his armor about. They didn't build a line around
around him or something. Yeah.
Yeah, they didn't build.
I mean, you could say that. Yeah.
Yeah, you could say that. You could say that. I mean,
Yeah, you could say that. I
I mean, but
I won't disagree. I won't disagree with that.
yeah. I mean, I don't know the guy, so I'm gonna keep it real. I ain't know shit about him. I don't even know what he looked like. That motherfucker could be sitting right next to me right now. I wouldn't know that was him. So
I remember
to me, it
people
don't make no
bitching
damn
about him
difference.
though. I do remember people bitching about him about Andrew Luck's career, but he
Listen,
did
as
draft him.
fans, as
I don't
fans, we're
remember
supposed
T.Y.
to.
Hilton being that big of a a thought. I don't remember
T.Y.
everybody
Hilton,
going, "Oh,
T.Y. Hilton, a
T.Y.
beast.
Hilton's going to be a stud."
Yeah,
No,
T.Y. Hilton was a
he
beast. But I'm
he
right
ended
now
up being pretty
as
good.
fans, we should damn be able to sit back and just trust. You know what I'm saying? We should just be able to just trust our damn organization to make the right moves. Like we already deal with enough as fans of the Vikings watching this team on Sunday to be having to be worried about who the hell their executive goddamn GM assistant of the assistant is, man. You know what I'm saying? Like that's one thing we shouldn't have to even be fucking talking about, but yet we do as Vikings fans. You know what I mean? Because we trying to figure. That's how you know we trying to really get to the core of this shit, man. We trying to figure out the core of these issues, man. Of this 8-8 and all this bullshit mediocrity, man. We digging deep, goddamn it. We starting to look for motherfuckers who's the assistant of the assistant. You know what I mean? Like, what is their name? Because we need to figure out, we need to figure out who they are. Because somebody out here calling some shots that shouldn't be calling shots must be. You know what I mean? So whoever that is, man, let's get to him. You know what I'm saying? Let me see what Dylan said. I'm convinced Rap is talking about Andrew Miller. All right, Score North has talked about the guy in the same light as Rap is trying to get to. Okay. So Andrew Miller, I seen that name. So who's Andrew? So look up
Chief
Andrew Miller.
Operating Officer.
Okay, so who's the? I thought that was Ryan.
He's the president
I thought that
of
was the Ryan guy.
operations. What's
Okay,
that?
so when they, I thought that was the Ryan guy.
Ryan.
The guy you just looked up was named Ryan Griggs. Was the Griggs?
He's the
Griggs
player
guy.
personnel. He's the vice president.
That's the one that got
personnel.
hired in February, right?
Yeah, he got hired the same time we were basically hiring O'Connell, but he's a front office guy. So Kwesi probably is already hired at this point. So Kwesi basically hires this dude. He was, worked with him in Cleveland, but the other guy was chief operating officer, like operations. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't think that's anything to do with coaching or picking players. I think it's Andrew Miller. Let's see.
MWO got a point. Like
Chief
we don't have
officer.
to talk about it. We want to. Hey, that's a fact. MWO, you're right. You're right.
This guy is like in charge of like what is it? I don't know. This
how you know Purple Gang,
he
man.
was
This
in charge of the return to work plan after COVID.
He making sure motherfuckers clocking in on that time.
He's making sure they're wearing face masks and
making sure motherfuckers ain't stealing time, man. Yeah, I mean,
yeah. This guy's the guy that's making sure people get paid on time.
Hey, take your lunch break
CFO.
at 1.
That's probably CFO, but COO.
No,
he's a COO.
No overtime.
He was in the hiring process though for Kwesi. He actually helped hire Kwesi.
Okay. All right.
Andrew Miller.
Gotcha. All right. So and this is the thing I was about to say, Purple Gang. This is how you could tell like our team ain't doing a goddamn thing this year because we talking about everything but the damn 49ers and how we gonna beat their ass, man. But let's get into that at least so we've been on an hour and 8 minutes, man. I said we could try to hit another 15 minutes or so, man. Let's kind of do some predictions real quick. And who we think gonna be the studs, who we think gonna be duds, who we think gonna struggle, and who we think gonna goddamn shine bright like a diamond, man. You know what I mean? So I'll let you start first, man. What's the score? Let's do your score prediction and then do your bold take on a player and how they're gonna perform. One offense, one defense. Let's do that, man. It's always good doing that.
I predicted 27-10 on Monday, 49ers. I thought we'd keep it close.
27-10?
Oh, so I meant 20. Sorry.
I was about to say, damn.
I said 27-20. I said 27-20 yesterday. Something of that effect. Like, it could be 4 points, could be 7 points. I don't know.
Right.
I wouldn't be crazy if I thought we got beat by 2 touchdowns. I wouldn't be crazy, but I just think because we're not wanting to lose 4 straight games at home. I think it's 6 if we count last year.
Yeah.
Because the playoff game and I think maybe the last game of the I don't know. I thought it was
It's
6
because
in a
the
row.
crowd's too loud. Let me not bring that back up. We'll leave that in the past. My bad. Y'all got to stop being loud, guys. The ones at the game. That's why we can't win at home, man. Y'all cheering too damn loud. You hear me? Nah, let me stop. Nah, this is my score. Go ahead. Keep going. Keep going.
All right. So defensively, man, shit. It's like, I don't know, man. I think Jordan Hicks again, man. I think he's on. I think I know people saying we don't got any leadership on this team, but Jordan Hicks is a leader. And he came in as a free agent and he's a captain and he's got the green dot and he's everything we wanted in a guy with a green dot, I think, on the team. Cause we haven't had that really. Like we're Anthony with Barr as the guy with the green dot playing outside linebacker. Kendrick's never had it. He had it 1 year and that's the year we had the shittiest defense in our lifetime. Jordan Hicks, man, I think he'll have another good game. Yeah, he's ready again. He's taking this team over on defense. I want to say offensively, I'm not going to say TJ Hawkinson ever again. I just can't trust him. I think he played a little bit, but he played better this last game, although he did have the drop. What Jesus Christ. Cam Akers going to get the ball, man. Going to have 10. He's going to have 10 carries, or he's going to have 10 touches, and he's going to have over 50 yards, and it's going to be a big difference in the game.
There you go. All right. So you got Jordan Hicks and Cam Akers as your two guys, and then but we're going to lose 20-27 though. It's going to be a close one though. Like losing a dog fight. Like I got you. That's good. All right. That's a good prediction. Dylan talk about 33-17. Sorry, gang. I've seen this story for the past couple of years. This team whoops us. Yeah, there always is those teams that are just hard to beat. I mean, the Seahawks
this team always whoops us. I think you're only looking back to the playoff game.
Yeah, because we played them because we didn't play them. We played them in 2019.
We played and beat them quite a bit.
When did we beat the 49ers? I can't remember when we beat them.
I
know we beat them in 2020, like 24-10, or maybe Kirk's first year. Matter of fact, 2018. I know we beat them like 24-10. There was one game where we spanked them when they had Garoppolo. It was like the second game of the year or something.
I'll look. I like to look here. So
it might have been 2019. Maybe.
I just saw Glodek on Twitter posting about it and how I think it was one of those guys.
Yeah.
Were posting about how we've done against the 49ers historically.
I do like that score though. That score from Dylan, that's kind of a vibe I think I'm going with. I think I'm gonna go with 31-20. I think I'm gonna ride about 31-20, man. I'm gonna ride 31-20. This team can wear a defense down, and I'm gonna be looking forward to our defense, coming out there with some energy. But one thing I noticed that the 49ers are good with is they're good with running schemes, man. Kyle Shanahan is just that. And shout out Mike, you know what I'm saying? Get it from me, Pops. But I'm telling you, them boy could put together a run scheme. And yes, if Christian McCaffrey isn't playing, although Mateo said that there's news that they are playing, and that's just sucks for us as Vikings fans if he does, because he is that fucking good. You know what I'm saying? But again, they can put Joe Smo in that motherfucker because the way their running scheme is, and as Vikings, we've heard this story, man. We've seen it against the Eagles. Bro, you think the Eagles ran that football, man. If they get in their groove as 49ers, it's going to be one of those games that's just painful, man. It's going to be sucking because it's going to be 3rd and 4s, 3rd and 5s, and they're going to just be running for 10, 12 yards. On 3rd down, it's gonna piss us off that we just can't get the stop, man. And I see that happening, So 31-20, and that's actually being nice that I feel like we can put up 20 points on their ass. To be honest with you,
last time we played them, was at San Francisco. We lost
Oh, yeah, I remember.
26.
Yep, I remember that game. That was actually
2021.
it was a decent game too. Like Eric Kendricks had, Anthony Barr had an interception that game, I believe.
Dalvin Cook 10 attempts for 39 yards.
Yeah.
But Cousins had a 238 for 2 TDs, 1 interception.
Yeah.
But before that, we did lose 27-10. Before that, we beat them 24-26. So we beat them only 2 out of the last 5 times. But before that, we were handling them regularly.
Yeah. Yeah.
Weird.
I mean, look, the past is the past. You feel me? But I feel like they're a better football team than they've ever been this year. Besides their loss last week, man. I know, like, hey, look, yeah, they lost. You feel me? Every team loses in this league. And the good teams, they lose by the other team just having everything go right. So when the good teams do lose, it's always by a field goal. It's always by something very small, and it's, the better team actually had a chance to win and winds up missing a field goal or something. That's how good teams lose. You know what I'm saying? Good teams aren't going to get blown. Like if they would have got blown out by the Browns, 35-10 or something, it would have definitely written a different story. But
what do you know about PJ Walker though?
PJ Walker, man, yeah, he played in the XFL for the Roughnecks, and after that he got picked up really quick by the Panthers, and he came in for the Panthers last year or the year before, and shit, damn near won the starting job, man. Was starting for at least 5-6 games for the Panthers, like when especially I think it was when was it Baker Mayfield, or Baker Mayfield was last year, so it was the year before that, I believe. But PJ Walker isn't bad, man. He's like a Tyrod Taylor kind of.
He's got
and it's not just because they're black. I'm just saying he kind of plays that style where he can come in and he can hold it down, bro. PJ Walker
so over 16 games in the NFL. 16 games in the NFL.
He's a good backup.
56% completion percentage, 6.3 yards per attempt, 5 TDs, 13 interceptions, 61.5 quarterback rating.
Yeah. But the thing about the Browns though, the truth is this. I mean, and I'm glad you say that, because this just goes to another point of our facts of having Kirk Cousins that throws for 300 yards and 4 touchdowns, but we still lose. So it just shows that, at the end of the day, it's not all about having that quarterback that can do that all the time, because at the end of the day, it doesn't win you football games in the NFL if you can do that all the time. But yet the crucial plays, like even though that game might have looked horrible, there were crucial plays in that game, 3rd down, where he kept his team in the game to be able to win. And hey, they leaned on their run game. They got Kareem Hunt. If they would have had Nick Chubb, they just have a different style than what we have. And again, we got to throw in the facts that they have the #1 defense. Defense wins championships. I still believe that too.
You need to sign him for next year.
Yeah,
I mean, hey,
he's an edgy backup though. He's edgy, man. He's edgy. You know what I'm saying?
Is he like who is that receiver / quarterback we had? What's his name? That started the 2012 playoff game?
Joe Webb.
Is he Joe Webb?
Yeah, he's edgy, man. He's edgy, man. I mean, obviously he ain't gonna be somebody you're gonna build no damn team around, but shit, hey, a motherfucker get hurt.
QBR is 24 right now.
Yeah, motherfucker get hurt though, man. Again, that's why I say, like, it's showing though that the NFL, man, a lot of times as fans, we look at the paperwork after the game without watching the game, and we look at the paperwork and it doesn't write the story, and I think, that's what other fans think about Kirk Cousins too, although a lot of other fan bases are not scared of Kirk Cousins. And I know this from a person who is subscribed personally to a lot of fan bases, and whenever we play them, they never really bring up, oh, well, they got Kirk Cousins. Like, they're always like, shit, they got Kirk Cousins, bro. We can definitely rattle his ass. Like, shit, he gonna give us some presents and shit. Like, that's how they think about our quarterback. I'm telling you, like, and y'all don't have to take my word for it. Just go watch motherfuckers that we're playing. If we're playing the Seahawks, the 49, go watch their podcasters for an episode, talk about the preview. You'll see. They don't worry about our quarterback, man. Our quarterback's not scary because he's not really that aggressive type make shit happen. Most people know that a lot of shit's gonna have to go right. Like, yeah, he might throw 300-400 yards, but they're gonna be coming from behind. We're already down 14 points, and he's dinking and dunking it around, and things like that. That's why you got to look deeper than past the paperwork after the game, man. You have to. It's like PJ Walker, for example. Yeah, it looked like he had a horrible game, but if you go and watch that game, you'll see some good plays in between there that really mattered. Like, because throughout a game, there's always like 4 or 5 plays that are make or break. You know what I'm saying? Or the facts of if your team's going to be in this game in the fourth quarter or they're going to be out. And those couple 1 or 2 plays, he made them. So that's what mattered at the end of the day. And their defense. I mean, their defense drug them to that victory when it's all said and done. But,
but notice how we're talking about how Cleveland barely won and how that quarterback drug them over the line and then.
Well, no, I'm not saying PJ drug them. Like, I'm not saying that. I just said their defense drug them to that victory. But what I am saying is it's just like our team. Think about it. The 2 wins we have, Kirk Cousins played, he's non-existent. 2 wins we have.
That was a hell of a 2-minute drive, man.
Man, the 2 wins we have, Kirk Cousins is non-effing existent, man. Like the first game we won, he had 100 and something yards.
He threw 2 touchdowns against Carolina. He 2-minute non-existent. That's over. That's a little
okay. So the truth is this: if the defense didn't score a touchdown in both of those games, we weren't winning. So, I mean, at the end of the day, if the defense doesn't score touchdowns on both of those games, we lose those games. So, I mean, again, it goes back to Kirk's not the reason. Kirk's not the reason we have 2 wins.
Though when that happened this last game,
huh?
Weren't we ahead? Yeah.
I'm not sure. I mean, we only won by 6. So if you take away,
but we were ahead. We were ahead when that happened, though.
Yeah, I don't know. All I'm saying is we need the defense to put up 7 points for us on both of our wins.
Yeah, we were ahead 12-6 when that happened.
Because if you take away the defensive touchdown, though, it makes us to where we lose the game. You know what I'm saying?
Because we would have played it the exact same way the rest of the game. But no, I mean, we were ahead. This last game, we were ahead 12-6 when it happened. The previous game, yeah, big game changer. Big game changer. This one gave us a cushion to where if we stalled out like we did the rest of the game, but we definitely played different.
Hold on. We won the game by 6 points. And you're saying that we were ahead before we scored a touchdown?
Yeah, it put it to 19-6. We were up by 2 scores, right? And then they came out and we hurt their quarterback.
They came out and scored with Badgett?
Yeah, and they drove it down and scored with Badgett. We were ahead by 2 scores.
That's what I'm saying, though. But, okay, so if we didn't get that fumble and score, shit, they would have came out and scored Badgett and lost.
We would have still been ahead, though, at that point. It's 2 different scenarios.
I don't get what you're saying. I don't get it.
You were saying that we wouldn't have won unless we got that touchdown. I would say more so in Carolina because this last game we were ahead 12-6 because we missed the extra point.
Right.
We
were
missed
ahead
the extra point.
Right.
And then we scored
and then we got the fumble, right?
Or did we go up 13-6? I forget. One of the touchdowns we missed the extra point, but we were ahead. I'm just saying that. We're ahead.
Yeah, I'm saying. Hold on. So let me get your point.
Ahead.
We were ahead 13-6 or 12-6, whatever. And then we got the fumble, right? And scored to make it 19.
Scored and we went up 2 scores.
All right. So if we didn't get the fumble and they would have scored, that means they would have.
And then everything would have happened the exact same way. You can't say the exact same thing would have happened the rest of the game. It'd have been different field positions.
I'm just saying though, like all I'm saying is the 2 games we did win, our defense scored damn near more points than our offense, and that's unacceptable. You know what I'm saying? That's what I am saying. Yeah, we can't win football games like that, man, because that shit don't happen. You know what I mean, that shit do not happen, man. But
I'm happy we had a defense that picked up our offense when it struggled. Feel pretty good about it.
Yeah, we did.
Because I don't think our offense is going to struggle the whole year.
Again, I mean, our defense did again, but it did it against 2 very bad football teams. You know what I'm saying? 2 very bad football. 2 teams that at the end of the season, probably going to have the number 1 and number 2 pick if it wasn't for Carolina trading their number 1 pick away.
Our defense wasn't playing against their whole team. It was playing against the offense that scored 68 points the last 2 games. I mean, it's give them some credit. I mean,
man, you can give them some credit, but you still have to put context behind this.
Yeah.
All right.
Because I'm putting the context.
At the end of the day, you can even look at last season, right?
Am I putting context behind
games, but the teams we lost to, the teams that were actually playoff teams, we got blown out by them. So, I mean, again, it's just one of those things where
you're asking me to put context behind it. I actually am. I'm saying they were raving about Fields coming off of 2 games and how, oh my God, they're excited about Justin Fields now. No,
who was raving about that? Who the hell was raving about that?
You picked us to lose, man.
Oh yeah, I picked us to lose, but I didn't. Yeah, I mean, I ain't never raved about Justin
and
Fields.
part of that wasn't consideration that Fields was playing a lot better. Right, he had 600 yards and 8 touchdowns.
I mean, yeah, he was playing. He was pretty.
That's good. Context I'm adding to the discussion.
Yeah, but what I'm saying too, okay, and this is my context is we beat 2 teams that are garbage, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, yes, our defense obviously looked good against 2 teams that are bottom feeders. So yeah, I mean that's the context. Because at the end of the season, when we look back and we say, okay, which games did the Vikings win? We say, okay, well, we beat a 0 in this team, a 1 in this team, and let's say we beat, I don't know who else we think we're gonna beat. It's like you got to look at their record and say, okay, look at the competition they played and they beat. Kind of like last year where we were winning games, but we beat a bunch of teams that were 500 or under, and then when it was time to play the playoff contenders, we got mollywopped. So that's why I say there's definitely something there. You know what I mean? You have to look at who you beat because again, and
I wasn't disagreeing with you. I was just adding more context.
You can use this with any level of football too, man. I mean, this ain't just the NFL. I mean, at the end of the day, we beat 2 badass teams, man. I mean, it is what it is.
We held a team down that scored 68 points to 12 points. It was pretty good. I don't consider that a negative. And it was on the road. And it was on the road in Soldier Field.
I mean, I'm gonna put it like this. It was a win. I'm gonna put it like this. Is my opinion. It was a win. You feel me? Again, I did my live after the show. Like, it was a win. I'm not as excited as you are about the win, but I mean, it was a win. But again, you know, I've also seen us play defense against 4 other teams. So, you know what I mean? And I didn't feel the same way coming out of those games. We allowed almost 200 yards on the ground against the Philadelphia Eagles, who's a playoff contender. We allowed a fucking 200-yard receiver against the Chargers, possibly a playoff contender. We allowed goddamn the Bucks, which they're probably a playoff contender. I mean, we allowed them to goddamn milk us to death. So, you know, when I look at teams that we'll probably have to play, like if we go the route that we think we're going to make the playoffs, well, if we're judging those games of the teams that are actually going to be playing in the playoffs and how our defense did against them, we're not going to win. So that's what don't matter. We're not going to be facing Carolina Panthers and the Bears in the playoffs. So that don't matter. You know what I mean? To me, it's a win. Yeah, obviously it helps your record to get to that dance. But once we get to that dance, the teams that we're going to have to face, bro, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's when you ain't going to be able to use these games to measure off of, okay, when we played the Bears, we held them to this because the Eagles aren't the Bears. The 49ers aren't the Bears. So again, just like I was saying before the Kansas City game, we aren't the Jets. And it was crazy to say that, but god damn, we aren't the Jets and we ain't the Browns either. That's the crazy damn part. We ain't the damn Browns. I was telling them the other night, Dave, I said, man, when the world is coming to a damn end, when the hell would this day come where we got to say we ain't the Browns or the damn Jets? And I meant to say this too. Now that I got you on there, man, we could have got a Zach Wilson, man. Zach Wilson looking pretty decent now, ain't he? He over there winning football games, man. That boy throwing that rock. You feel me?
Yeah, against Philly.
Exactly against Philly.
Jalen Hurts threw
Jalen Hurts.
Picks.
He looked bad. Yeah, Jalen Hurts looked bad, boy. Jalen Hurts looked bad, but them Eagles fan been salty, boy. They were salty. Yeah, but again, man, you know, I don't want to take away from the win as a Vikings fan. Listen, I'm good. We won. Our defense looked good, but I expect them to look good against those teams. You know what I mean? My expectations, yeah, you better look good against those teams. You feel me? You're facing two garbage ass teams that have two garbage ass offenses. Let's just call it for what it is. You know what I'm saying? I'm more disappointed in our offense not being able to put up 35, 50 on those damn defenses. That's where the damn problem lies. Like, we're supposed to be this high-powered offensive team. Well, damn it, we should have put up 35, 40 on these motherfuckers, man. You know what I mean? That's where I'm mad.
Do you often not notice that, Justin Jefferson be gone, we're going to struggle on offense. We win, but we struggle on offense, and it's like, holy crap, why didn't we just drill them with our awesome offense?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Don't you see that a lot? That it's like, hey, we're going to be terrible on offense because we don't got Justin Jefferson. We're going to struggle. Yeah. We struggle. And it's like, oh my God, I can't believe we struggled on offense. But hey,
and I figured we would struggle a little bit without having JJ. Honestly, I called that too. I mean, when you taking away Justin Jefferson, man, like,
and honestly, the first half it wasn't so bad. We had 135 yards passing, and we had that 2-minute drive, and we were clicking, and we come out there and we second half different story. I'm like,
they got a point though. JJ was there for Carolina. Yeah, he was there. So, which Carolina and Bears game was very similar in my opinion. You know, it was a very similar type of football game. You know what I mean? Very similar type of football game in a way. I mean, defense scored a touchdown. I mean, it don't get more similar, to be honest with you, the way.
Well, Day made the point in our last hour that hey, now we know that that Kirk Cousins does not make Justin Jefferson. That's the straw man argument. And I asked, how many yards did he have against KC? 28 before he got hurt. And we actually almost got down in there and won the game. So, this is one game without Justin. They played us completely different from any other team, and we still were able to eke it out. Thank God for our defense. So I'm like, let me look at the next two games and without him. And if we look good, then hey, then Justin Jefferson comes back. We're going to be that much better. Yeah, I want us to win the next two games. I don't want us to lose any of them. But hey,
yeah, San Francisco, I want us to win the next 13. But I mean, the reality is it ain't gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? We can want what we want, but we gotta be realistic. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, yeah, shit. I want us to go to the Super Bowl and win that motherfucker.
I don't think the definition of fan, which is fanatic, is realistic person.
Yeah, it is.
The definition of fanatic is realistic.
I mean, because you gotta be realistic at some point, man. You could be a fan, but be a realistic.
I'm realistic
fan,
that we are leading the league.
Come on, man. Don't let the blind lead the damn blind. Somebody gotta have 20/20 vision in this motherfucker.
I am a realistic in believing that you cannot win any more games if you're gonna turn over the ball as much as we did, and we finally won the turnover battle 3-1. And I'm like, there you go. Let's go. Let's keep that shit up. And I posted that this morning, and I know Justin's in here, and I said, hey, we're 2-1. The last 3 games, the defense playing better. Keep it up. And he mocked me for that. I'm talking about the defense. Keep that up. We played good defensively last 3 games. Yeah. Hopefully the offense follows suit.
The last 3 games, the last 2 games,
defense played pretty good. You don't think
I don't think we played that good against Kansas City. We couldn't stop a damn nosebleed. We couldn't stop a damn nosebleed, man. Pacheco, you don't remember watching that game? Pacheco was running at will. Goddamn, Patrick Mahomes and them obviously didn't have no crazy type game, but shit, I mean, our defense wasn't that good. We allowed.
We're a crap team. They should dominate us by 3 scores.
How much points did they score though? 34, or was it? Did we lose 34 to something?
We lost by 7.
What was it? 28 to something? How much points?
Now you're going to tell me that you didn't predict it. You didn't think we were going to get mollywopped by Kansas City.
Oh yeah, I did. Yeah, my prediction was 35-20.
Right. So
35-20. What was the score?
So it was, I don't know. It was like we lost by 7. 28-21 or something like that. I think. I don't know. I forget.
Yeah.
We lost by 7. I could tell you. Right?
Yeah, I think we did.
And we stopped him in the. I remember being in the chat going, "Stop him!" And I got Justin going, "You mean stop him twice?" I'm like, "No, stop him right now so we can score, and then I'll worry about the next play." But I'm like, "Hey, just get the stop. We get the stop. We get the stop again." And what do you know? We get another stop that gives us a 1 minute, Yeah, 3 freaking
Yeah,
stops
but
in a
see,
row.
like that right there, like, yes, that's definitely being a fanatic. Yeah, get a stop and then get another one and another one too. Like, yeah,
I'm talking about one play.
it's
I'm talking
it's
about one
wishful.
stop right now.
I guess what
That's
you're doing is wishful
we
wishful
literally got
thinking.
3 stops in a row.
Yeah, but you also like what you were trying to do that night probably was wishful thinking. I can't remember though. I can't remember y'all. A matter of fact, I do because he was saying like it's gonna be a tie.
We had the lead in that game. You do remember that, right? And went in the halftime tied. But we took over the lead after giving up a fumble on the first play. They scored a touchdown. We took back the lead in that game. So I know you remember how you, me, and Justin had arguments saying about, hey, that defense had to make that stop against Indianapolis. Defense had to make that stop to make it happen. What do you think the defense did for us against the Chiefs? It made it happen. But this is actually a decent defense. It's like, man, if we're 15th ranked defense over 6 games, not 2 over 6 games, so I feel pretty good. I feel like the defense is on the right track.
But we're losing though. So I mean, how do we feel good? I don't feel good. We're losing. Like, dude, I can't feel good about that, man.
I can simultaneously feel bad that we're 2-4 and feel good that our defense is playing better than it ever has in the last 3 years.
But
should I feel like, oh shit, this defense sucks?
No. You can feel good about the defense, but I'm saying
that's
like,
all I'm
doing. But we are losing though, so it's kind of like bittersweet. I guess it's bittersweet.
It is bitter. I simultaneously could be upset that we're 2-4 and that our offense struggled this last week, and simultaneously be happy that, hey, our defense kept us in the game.
13-4. Yeah, I get it. I get it, but again, I mean. The 2 games that we feel our defense played really good again and won us football games were, I'm gonna keep saying it, were against teams that obviously just bad, man, just bad. You know what I'm saying? Like you could see the difference when a good team plays them than when we play them. For example, you can go look at what the Detroit Lions did to the Panthers. You can look at what the Dogs did. Like teams like that are good football teams, man. They put those teams away, man. Like the Bears, they have no shot at playing when they play a good football team. They have no shot. They go down early and they go down fucking hard. You feel me? Like, and that's the difference with the Vikings is we just are not an aggressive football team that put bad teams away. Every time we play a bad team, we come down to the wire. And we need our defense to get a strip fumble or something to, change the game and make it, at least give us a little cushion. But it's like, like just put these bad teams away. Like that's what good teams do, man. Good teams play bad teams and just put them out their misery early, man. The first quarter, it looks like the bad team has a little momentum. They last 15 minutes, but then after that, man, it's time to put them night. You know what I'm saying? Let them know early and often that y'all are not even going to have a chance to win this damn football game. And that's what annoys me about the Vikings, man. We just fail to do that. We fail to do that, man.
Let me just ask you this. Because you said something I wasn't sure. I didn't want to say anything until I looked it up. But we gave up 333 yards against Kansas City. Pacheco had 3.4 yards per carry, 16 for 55. They had 67 yards rushing against us on 21 carries. And Mahomes had a pretty average day for him.
Yeah, he had a regular day.
Yeah,
I said that in my post game. I was like, man, that's the Mahomes we could ask for sure.
Yeah, that's what if we don't give up the fumble on the first play, they may not get a touchdown. Who knows what happens. But give some credit there to that defense, giving up only 333 yards to Kansas City, who we think is going to kill us.
Man, I ain't giving no credit to nothing if we losing. I'm going to keep it real. That just ain't me. I ain't giving up no credit to nothing if we losing. You can football because you can almost do it, but I don't almost don't get you to the playoffs. I'm saying almost don't get you a Super Bowl. Like my expectations for this team are W's, man. I got higher expectations. Like I'm not getting excited about.
I thought your expectations was to not, to like, hey, let's get a high draft pick so we can get a quarterback. That's how I
I
thought your
mean, yeah,
expectations were.
that's my expectations after 6 weeks into the season, and I realized this team isn't good.
Yeah.
And then now that's my expectations.
Wait,
But
what are
going
your
into the
expectations?
season, you know how I go. Going into the season, man, I feel like we Super Bowl champs. You feel
But
me? You
hey,
can't tell
I
me
mean,
nothing.
our
But
defense
once I
played good
have,
against
I'm big
KC.
off evidence. Once I have evidence, then I go off of the evidence.
And the evidence showed
is
that
there.
our defense played pretty good against KC.
But the evidence also shows that we are 2-4. And we
Yeah,
can't
and
beat, we're
both
not
things could
able
be
to
true.
beat teams that matter. We're
And
not
both
able
things
to
could be
beat
true.
teams. You know what I mean? That's the evidence is that we can't win against teams that are playoff contenders. That's the facts. That's what it is. Yeah, our defense might look good in between this and that, but we still can't win. So shit, you can look good all you want. If we can go 3-14 and we're gonna sit here and have parades about how our defense looked decent and
That's
we're
just an
number 15.
exaggeration. That's just an
I mean,
exaggeration.
that's not exaggeration because that could happen. That could happen.
We're gonna make a parade that we're having.
So I'm saying is if we go 3-14,
the defense played good.
It don't matter. If we go
parade.
3-14, I don't give a damn. The defense obviously didn't do good enough because we only won 3 football games. You know what I'm saying? So how good could you possibly be if your team only winning 3 football games? That's not good. That's not considered good. You know what I'm saying? Like, to me, it's not. You feel me? Like, last year, we won 13 games and our defense was trash, but guess what? They were making plays when it mattered. Again, it goes back to what I say. The NFL is a game of inches, and it's a game of a couple plays within the game, man, that you either make the right move or the wrong move. And those are what decide games. And last year, that's just what we saw. Those crucial plays, we were getting those right every single time for the most part. And that's why we won. We're able to squeak out those 13 games on the defensive side and offensive side of the ball.
Watching the same season as you.
Yeah.
I was watching the same season as you.
Exactly. So, I mean, that's the difference.
And
again, don't judge it by its paper.
I can point out Dalton Reisner had a good debut, or I could point out, hey, I think Jordan Hicks had a good game. No, he didn't have, I'm like, no, he didn't have a good game because we're 2-4. No, I can point out guys had a good game.
Had decent games, yeah.
Yeah, I can say, hey, Evans had probably his best game. No, he didn't. We're 2-4. No, I can say that we had a good game on defense.
Yeah, you could say that. You could say he had a good game, but that don't mean he should be the starter either, though. You know what I mean? For the rest of the season, because he's not.
I'm like, there is nobody better, nobody more, heads or tails above anybody on this defense. That they can't mix in people, and they're doing it finally. And I'm like, hell yeah. Let's
like
see what
to
we
me,
got.
like Evans, y'all know how I feel about Evans. Evans is not a starting cornerback in this league. I'm sorry. He's not a starting cornerback. You know what I mean? And yes, okay, he had a good game against the Bears. Okay.
I know, but it's against the Bears.
Exactly. It's against the Bears because what's going to happen is against the 49ers when Brandon Ayuk chop them up, everybody's going to be, Caleb Evans is trash. You need to put him. I mean, that's just how it's going to go because
wasn't DJ Moore coming off like some 200-yard game?
He was. Yeah.
Yeah, not so much this last game.
He was. Yeah. Not so much this last game. You're right. You know what I'm saying? You're definitely right. The defense balled out, but again, the 2 wins we have, man, they're not really valuable wins, man. That's all. They're just not. There's no value there. That's all I'm saying.
Besides the win part of it,
there's just no value there, man. There's just no value there, dog. Like, I mean, I know you wanna push it, man. I get you, man. That's good. Hey, push it.
I'm not pushing. I'm just saying.
I ain't mad at you.
I'm just saying. I started out saying
I'm not mad at you for being optimistic, man, and being a fanatic. You know what I'm saying? I'm definitely not. Definitely not mad at you for being a fanatic and being optimistic. That's fine. That's your style.
I literally picked us to lose against San Francisco. How optimistic is that?
Yeah, that's being realistic. I give you that. You're being realistic with that. Good job. You are being realistic.
I had us losing against KC.
Right.
I picked us to win every game except for. No, I picked us to win every game last year. The week leading up to every game, except for I was ready to announce a 14-point ass whooping by San Fran if we beat the Giants. I was all ready to put out 14 points, But hey, we didn't get there.
Yeah. See, I just don't. This team, I know with your route that you say you see this team going though, as far as
No, I'm just stating the route. I'm not saying
no,
that's
I'm
what's going to
saying
happen.
I know you say that there's a possibility that we lose to San Fran, right? But then we beat Green Bay. We're at 3-5, and then we go on this crazy run where we can ding off 4 or 5 in a row. But I don't see that.
No,
Like,
the
I don't
crazy
see
run
this
we'd
team.
be talking about would be what? We would beat Atlanta and we'd be 4-5, and the crazy run we're talking about is 6-3.
We'd be
We
what?
lost 4
6-3?
games last year.
You talking about the end of the season, just going 6-3 to finish the season off?
Yeah, if we were 4-5 and because Atlanta's beatable, right? So is the Packers. They're beatable.
Mhm.
So if we get to 4-5, we just have to go 6-3 the rest of the year. That is not crazy.
Hold on. So how are we getting to 4-5? Who we beating?
We would have to beat if we lose to San Francisco, we would have to beat the Packers in Atlanta.
Oh, okay. Like win
And
those 2
then
in a row.
now you're thinking the crazy talk is 6-3, and that means the 4 hardest games are the 2 against the Lions, 1 against Cincy, and then 1 against the Saints. Or those are the hardest games. Of course, we play the Packers again, but we're playing.
I
them
mean,
at home.
with the way this team's playing, I think all the games are hard though. I mean,
I'm just
the Bears game was hard. The Panthers game was hard for us. So that's why I'm saying, like, yes, if we would have smashed these teams, that's why I said you can think further into the schedule and say, you know what, these teams are similar to the Bears and the Panthers. We can smash these teams, but yet the Bears and the Panthers, it still came down to the last drive.
Yeah, and we didn't smash anybody last year, right?
We really didn't. I mean, we
didn't.
I mean,
we
Green
except for
Bay
one,
and Green
that was
Bay
the beginning of the year.
Patriots,
And I would say the other closest game to a game we had that we felt like we were in control the whole time was probably the Cardinals.
Yeah, but it also showed once we got in the playoffs, though, that we just weren't ready.
Defense was ass. It was like
we weren't
ass,
ready.
ass.
It was ass.
Me stating that this would be our path and probably our ceiling.
Yeah,
is just me stating that. Do I think a lot would
but you
have
don't,
to
but you don't believe it. You don't. So you pretty
No,
much you stating it, but you don't believe it.
No, I think it's a possibility.
Do you believe in it though? Do you really believe
odds,
it's gonna happen?
Right now, no.
Oh,
I state what I.
So why? I mean, if you don't believe that that's something that's gonna happen, why even?
I also don't believe we're gonna be.
Why push it?
I also don't believe we're gonna be 2-15.
I know. So what do you believe? Like, what do you believe? What do you think we're gonna be at the end of the season?
Right now, the way we're playing offensively and without Justin, we could easily lose 2 of these next 3 games, or lose all 3.
I agree.
My offense didn't show me enough.
I got us.
We're also talking about a
I got
possibility of beating
5 games. I say we're gonna go.
But it is not illegal to talk about what it would take to make the playoffs.
No, it's not illegal. It's just about if you don't actually believe in it though. So you as the fan,
Okay.
I would think that if you were gonna push it, I would think that you would have faith in it. You don't got faith in that shit. So you really on our side, like you feel like this team gonna be like 5-12 in reality.
No,
right?
the stipulations would be we continue not turning the ball over. That's a possibility. I think 12-5 was a possibility. I was like, am I gonna bet on 12-5 beginning of the year?
That's what I'm saying. You're put your money.
Trying to corner me into saying I don't. What's your record?
About 5-12 right now.
Okay.
Yeah, I say we win about 2 more games, or 3 more games. I say we could pull out about 3 more.
All right. Justin wanted to bet with me that the against the Vikings. Do you want to bet who's close? Who's closer? I mean,
yeah, like what's your record? What's your where you think we're gonna be at the end of the year? I got 5-12. I mean,
it would probably more have to be
9
9-8 if we get Justin back. You're telling me to pick us to go 10-7. We lost Justin.
Oh, I ain't telling you to pick 9.
Yeah, I'm like that is I'm supposed to say 10-7. I was saying 10-7 before losing Justin.
Me too.
And
I was saying 11-6.
weeks.
I think. Yeah.
I was 12-5 before the season.
Yeah, me too.
But
I think I was 11-6. Yeah.
That's changed, right?
Absolutely.
Dave, why aren't you sticking to your 12-5? No, come on. Stop trying to make it like, hey, you have to pick or you're bad. No, I'm just saying 10-7 is I said 10-7, probably more like 9-8.
Yeah.
Because you really have to. I mean, it means you have to beat the Lions.
Yeah.
At once, or you have to.
But if you look at your schedule prediction, right, going into the season, I know you had the Bear. I know you had the Bucs.
I had us losing to Denver. Do you think I have us losing to Denver now?
Yeah. Denver looking bad, so we can probably knock that one. Yeah, that might be one of our 5 wins. Yeah, I got us winning 5. What's up, SKOL'd TY? Appreciate you tapping in. SKOL'd TY says 5. This team goes 5-12 or 6-11. Yeah, that's about me. I say 6 would be like the ceiling of this team this year. I'll be surprised if we get 6, but I got more 5. I think more 5 and 12 is where I think that's where I feel comfortable right now. And that's just based off of the evidence I got. I mean, you're struggling with bad teams. You barely beating bad teams. The 2 bad teams, you barely won those games. Those were too close for comfort, in my opinion.
So who's your 3 wins then?
I say, and this is surprising, but I actually believe there's going to be a fluke win that we beat the Lions out of one of those games. I know it's going to be because, at the end of the day, it is the NFL. But a lot of times the NFL gives you enough evidence after 6 weeks where you can kind of tell the forecast, man, the landscape for the most part. There's always that one surprise team that's going to get on a run.
At 6 games last year.
That's what I say. There's always a surprise team that's going to get on a little jolt. And I think this year is going to be the Bengals, if you ask me, because they started out slow, but I think they're going to start catching speed and start knocking off game. I mean, they already knocked 2 off in a row, and I think they're going to start getting on their groove now. But
close wins, right?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure if they were close.
I think they were tight. I remember looking.
But I mean, I don't know, man. Like after 6 weeks, man, I just feel like I have enough evidence to where I can look at this team, and if I got to judge the rest of the season, the next 12 weeks of this season or whatever it is, it's like, I mean, what gives me confidence to say that the Falcons aren't better than the Bears and the Panthers, and we barely won that game? I mean, if the Falcons come out and just happen to have a good night, they can fucking mollywop us, bro. Like,
so you got us beating the Lions once and then 2 other games.
Yeah, I got us beating the Lions. And I mean, if I had to pick, I'm going to say that I'll put the Falcons on there as a dub and then 1 Green Bay.
Green Bay. And that leaves the Broncos, the Bears, the Raiders, the Packers.
I think the Raiders are going to beat us for sure. Saints are going to beat us.
The Packers twice are going to beat us.
No, I said the Packers. I said we'll beat the Packers, but I forgot about Denver. Shit, we might. That's why I say 6 would be the ceiling.
You said the Lions, Atlanta, and the Packers, so that makes us 5 wins.
Right. Mm-hmm. And then I know the Broncos are there, so
we'll lose to the Packers, but we'll lose to them again at home. Or are we going to win this?
I mean, there ain't no specific order. I'm just saying I think we'll split with them. Like, listen, the Packers are not much. They're not much worse than us. I mean, we're not fucking that much better than like we're not superior to the damn Packers, man. Let's just keep it real. I mean, we were looking at the Packers, but goddamn it, let's not act like we just that much better than the Packers. You know what I'm saying? Like, the Packers defense can definitely spank us. I mean, like, for real. Jordan Love can absolutely stay in the game with us. I mean, Justin Fields and Tyler Badgett did. Bryce Young did. So who's to say that Jordan Love can't? You know what I mean? He can compete with us too. That's what I'm saying, is the way you win games also is going to determine on how we can finish this season off. And again, like I keep saying, that's the context behind it for me, is we barely beat 2 bad teams. So when we played the Panthers, it was 2 bad teams playing and somebody had to walk out of there victorious. Same thing with the Bears. 2 bad teams playing, somebody had to damn win. Just happened to be us. You know what I mean? We just happened to be the better bad team. That's how I felt walking out of those 2 games. Like, honestly, That's how I felt. That's how I felt.
Like,
you know?
And right now, the Packers, they scored 20, 24, 17, 20, 13.
Yeah. I mean, I ain't saying the Packers are world beaters, but I'm saying you don't think the Packers can beat us?
Oh,
Like,
sure.
you think we're just gonna sweep their ass? Like,
And
I
you don't think
we're
they're a
gonna sweep
winnable game? No, we can ask the same silly
them. Yeah, I
question to
think
each
one
other.
of them's win.
No, they're winnable. They're winnable games.
I mean, they're all every game winnable. You know what I'm saying?
And Kirk has a winning record in Lambeau, so that also helps. So
All right, so we'll lose the home one then.
probably the way we're playing.
We'll lose the home one because we shit.
I mean,
0-6.
we did
Like,
a I forget which show I was on. I think we did a prediction of what the rest of the season would be like after week 3 or
Yeah.
week 2, I think. I don't know. But we were like, oh no,
bah.
it was recently because it was like we lost all 6. Oh, it was last week on SKOL'd experience, and one of us had us losing 6 home games in a row.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
What's up, Anthony? Appreciate you tapping in, man. Appreciate you, Anthony, tapping in with us tonight, man. Day in the building, telling y'all, man, hit that like button. We about to get up out of here anyway, man. We've been on here rambling for a minute, man. It's been fun though. You know what I'm saying? Listen, you got me, the fan that's disappointed in some of these wins and 2 of these wins. I'm a little disappointed, man. I want to see a little more of my team, man. I'm ready to start mollywopping shit. If we ain't mollywopping shit, I'm not satisfied. And then you got Dave who, hey, he'll look for the silver lining, which is good. You need that balance. So it's good that we both ain't smacking on the team. Cause like when me and Day go live, we both kicking the team while they down. You hear me? Cause we just ain't satisfied with it. So I felt like me and him show, we just been negative.
If 2 things can be true, I could be not satisfied and not kick the team while it's down.
Yeah.
Like the 2
like,
things
I feel like we kick the team while it's down, but I ain't gonna lie, because I'm emotionally attached to this team, man. When they do bad, fucking pisses me off.
And I'm completely emotional to this team too. I'm just not gonna do it the same way. It's all.
Well, yeah, I just can't see the path, man. I can't see the damn path, bro. Like the path is getting blurry, man. My vision getting blurry. The good thing is though, is I'm the type of fan, if we beat, again, like I said at the beginning of the show, if we beat San Francisco, shit. My shows after that gonna be a little litter. There's gonna be a little more positivity going in the air, and that's just a fact. So I'm quick to jump on board. You know what I mean? Now, if we lose the next 3 and then we wind up winning 2 in a row in fucking week 13 and 14, I'm gonna still just probably not. I'm still gonna be like, okay, you won 2 games when they don't fucking matter. We're eliminated from the playoffs. You know, and you'll have your people that'll be happy about it and look for silver linings. And I'll be pissed at the fact that we're not, our season won't continue after December. You know, and that's just how it's gonna be. You feel me, man? I want to win a Super Bowl, man. I mean, anything less than that is underachieving. You know what I'm saying? Anything less than that is underachieving for me. You know, so it's my thing. If I feel like we can't compete with the upper echelon teams, then I'm mad. You know, and right now I feel like this team can't compete with the playoff contenders. So, and that's who we got to face. That's what we got to go through to get to a Super Bowl. We have to be able to beat teams that are playoff contenders. And do we really feel like we can do that? Are we really confident as a fan base that we can do that? I mean, I know I'm not. And I hope they change my mind Monday, man. Monday's a big game. Hope they change my mind for sure. You know,
it'll be another thing. We expect them to lose. They lose and be like, oh, I can't believe they lost.
No, like if we go out there, like if we lose Monday, I'm not gonna be surprised. But if we win I'll be surprised if we win big. Like if we win by 2 touchdowns or something, bro, I'll be fucking like.
That would be crazy.
That'd be crazy in a good way. You know what I mean? Like I would actually be happy for at least a week. God damn it! Like I would actually have good vibes. Y'all to check the energy. It'd be different in my videos. Like that's the thing, man. This team controls my emotions for 9 months out the year. Or 3 months out the year, 4 months out the year, whatever it is, man. Like this team fucking controls my emotions, man. So if we get a good win, man, I'm happy, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm happy. My videos, y'all will see, man. Damn, Rap got energy this week. Why he got so much energy this week? Shit, because we just blew the damn 49ers out. Fuck you talking about? Hell you mean, man? You damn right I'm amped up. Shit. But yeah, we'll see, man. I got 31-20, man. 31-20 49ers. Let me just pick my offensive player real quick. I'm going to go against you. I'm going to say that TJ Hawkinson's actually going to make us fans sit back, man. I know that ain't Zoe guy, but I'm gonna say TJ Hawkinson gonna sit us down, man. He gonna turn up and
I hope
get
so.
2 of those touchdowns. I'm gonna say TJ gonna go for 2 touchdowns on Monday night, man. Prime time. And then
You would
defense.
have to be the guy. I just didn't pick him because I already picked him once.
What's up,
on
D
another
Will?
show.
Appreciate you. And then on defense, man, on defense, I'm gonna say DJ. I'm gonna go with my boy DJ Wanham, man. I'm gonna say Monday night, man. DJ Wanham being
4
that
sacks.
Davenport's hurt. DJ Wanham gonna make some noise where after Monday night game, people are gonna be like, man, I ain't gonna lie, DJ kind of good for real. Like, you know, he gonna turn some non-believers into believers Monday night. So I got TJ Hawkinson being an offensive MVP, which is ironic being the season that he's had already. And I think he's gonna bounce back and give us some more faith and make us feel like, okay, maybe we did make the right choice. Maybe it was just a couple bad fluke games. And then I got DJ Wanham on the defensive side, but I do have us losing a game that kind of they had control of. But if we do at the end of the game and look for the studs and stars, we'll have some good to talk about within the game, although we'll be mad. You know what I'm saying? So that's my take, man. You want to close it out, Dave, man? Anything else you want to tell people, man? Any of your shows coming up, anything before we get out of here?
No, just like SKOL'd experience tomorrow.
SKOL'd experience tomorrow. What time?
7:30 Eastern, 6:30 Central.
7:30 Eastern, man. Y'all make sure y'all in the building, man, with Dave and GG. Tap in over there, man. Tap in, support the family, man. We appreciate everybody that was in the building tonight, man. We love y'all. If you came late, man, just hit the rewind button, man. Go watch the show, man. It was a good show tonight. Me and Dave ain't really argue. We ain't argue at all tonight, man. We had a couple disagreements, but it wasn't nothing arguing. We were just going back and forth a little bit, man. But we appreciate y'all, all y'all support in the chat. We love y'all, and we will see y'all next Tuesday. But make sure y'all tuned in to both of our channels, man, because we're going to be giving y'all content all week until Monday. Holla at your boys. Hold on. I'm going to give y'all the horn to get up out of here. See you.